last week on First Ladies Afraid.
Cloe didn't like that. I think that struck a nerve with her.
Her and Jason Lee was literally going back and forth for like 15 minutes. He was like, well, damn, do you like Tiana?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I feel like adding Cloe to the mix, it's gonna get really spicy.
But sometimes you gotta be real, and it's just like, I'm not giving nobody my shine. I work too damn hard for that.
So it's no secret that people are hitting us up to go on podcasts. And of course, when they hit me up, I hit the girls up. So we've actually been invited to be on Finessers Only podcast here in Atlanta. So I came down here to sit on the couch with Finessers Only.
So the last podcast, I was a little too much of Cloe, and I'm just like, I don't want people to read me the wrong way. So I love that where I have another opportunity to talk and give my opinion and kind of just be a little bit more, have some sense this time.
We all do trucking at a really high level. We've all been doing it for some time.
So you don't actually drive trucks?
Oh, no, sir.
Never have?
Never have and never will.
Yeah, and I was responsible for getting loads for them. So I'm pretty much like the plug.
She made them microfiber towels with her face. So if they got lonely in the truck.
Oh, God. Okay.
So this podcast was really good. Cloe did a lot better, and I think she was actually humbled by the Hollywood Unlocked podcast. She did really good, and I know she's coming into a new group, but I think sometimes, you just gotta make those mistakes to kind of see yourself. But she definitely was positive. Everybody looked good. We had on our team t-shirts and our hoodies. Everybody was fly, and we had a lot of fun. I mean, Jonathan is, a cool guy, and he has a great following, so everybody did an amazing job.
I feel like this podcast was so much better the way we were answering questions and the way we handled ourselves, because we all were a little crazy on the last one, but I think Jason gives that, he gives those questions. This podcast with Finessers Only, he was a real cool guy, and I feel like he was actually even learning from us. So Cloe and Casey got sweaters, but of course my name was spelled wrong and Socialite was spelled L-I-G-T-H-T or whatever. It was wrong, but it's all good. I still rocked the other one. They're really cute, and it's just such a good touch, and the material was good. And y'all need to buy some.
Finessers Only was pretty cool. Jonathan, I feel like we kind of intimidated him because he didn't really say much, because we do have a lot to say. And I feel like we're way more incorporated this time because we was given group, everybody had each other's back. I'm not saying nobody didn't have my back last time, but motherfucker was over talking the last time, and everything just seemed way more, together, and I loved it. And maybe it's the energy. I mean, no shade to any of the podcast people, but every podcast is going to give a different energy, and he was calm. We actually meditated before. We got to get our thoughts together and get in a really good vibe. And this time I didn't have any shots, just only a couple glasses of champagne, and maybe that's what I need to stick to. But it was good, and everybody got to shine this time, and I really felt a part of the group. Coming to Atlanta, I was pretty excited because I have a lot of connections here. Atlanta is Black Hollywood, so I have a lot of friends that do a lot of business here, and they have a lot of different companies. So one of my friends offered to give us a party bus. Another one had a club that we went to. It was called Belly. It was so nice.
Cloe decided that, she wanted to hit up a spot. I think she knows somebody who is on another show, and, they agreed to host us, let us come to their spot. So we're gonna all get changed and go out for a night on the town. It's much needed. It's been so much going on.
We had bottles, we had food. The food was so good. The entertainment was amazing. The music was fire. I mean, the music is nothing like Cali. They was bumping all the good stuff. And on top of that, the hospitality was amazing.
First of all, Cloe, she had a little Sprinter van set up for us with some champagne, whatever, little goodie bags, whatever we needed. So shout out to Cloe. And basically she put together something really cute at this spot called Belly ATL. And we walked in, bottles popping, lamb chops, lobster, you name it. And I felt like in my bag, because when I walked in, I saw people I haven't seen in a while, and they were like, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I was like, oh, hey. And I was like, I still got it.
Coming up on First Ladies of Freight.
She kind of has an attitude with me, like called me last week and tried to check me and was like, and let me tell you this and let me tell you that. This is a collect call, baby. You're not about to get off on me.
So what if I told you that you can make money in trucking without having any trucks at all, right? So I've designed a turnkey trucking business that allows you to be a better business owner, get your money straight off the top, and scale your sustainable business model so that you can be like one of the large companies, okay? We take care of everything from administration, automations, owner-operators, and dispatch. It's all done for you. No headaches, no hassles, and no hangups. You wanna learn more? Click the link below, and welcome to the Compass Circle. So one thing you might not know is when you run with different carriers, you're gonna get a rate confirmation. The rate confirmation is gonna explain the commodity, the weight, where it's picking up, and where it's gonna be delivered. If you're new in the game, you might not know that some companies are not going to give you the original rate con. What this looks like in real time is you may book a load with a certain broker, but the company that you're running for may modify that rate confirmation, and you may not be getting the full amount that you think you're getting. So while they're already taxing you 25 or 30%, they're also withholding the true amount that load pays. So here at the Compass Circle, we are transparent. We give you the actual rate con from the broker straight to you so you can see exactly what you're earning. Sign up now at www.thecompasscircle.com/lease or call our recruiting officers at 1-888-410-3147.
First Ladies of Freight.
So with the expo picking up steam and, people getting interested and hitting me up, and we had such a good time last night, I decided to just pull up on Cloe so we can talk one-on-one. Morale is very important to a group setting, and I want to make sure that, everybody's feeling right, they're feeling positive, and if there's anything that we need to discuss, we can get it out in the open because we really do have really good momentum right now. So I'm gonna pull up on her and see what she got going on. I also haven't been with her one-on-one myself since we were in LA looking at the venue. Girl, I'm a little tired, baby. We was out last night.
Welcome to my world.
I mean, I'm not hungover, but I just feel like,
Yeah, it was a time though, wasn't it?
No, we had a good time. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I wasn't surprised because I know, y'all are fun.
It's a vibe.
But I know last time we saw each other, I don't think it was like tension, but I mean, we did.
It was like a new vibe and it was a lot of work, so.
Well, I mean, you came in a little spicy, but I like that. Remember in the beginning when I saw you, I was like, oh, okay, this gonna work. But I just think that, this is new for all of us, even like as a group, doing interviews and stuff. I normally do stuff by myself. Everybody normally does stuff by themselves. So I think sometimes just coming into a group, not knowing what to expect, sometimes shit don't always go like we planned, but.
No, you're right. I was spicier than I normally am. But I think that for me, it was just like, excitement along with just like being nervous and then being like, I don't know. I was just like, can I trust these bitches? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
Like, what's happening here? Like,
Yeah.
is this my life?
No, I get it.
So I'm apologetic, but
Unapologetically her.
Yeah, unapologetically her. So like what it made me realize is I had to really I was like, I'm not never finna fumble being a part of this group. Like,
Right.
Come on. I was like, no, I need to be responsible for my actions because I am that person. I'm like, okay, how can I be better?
Yeah.
Because failing is a part of life.
Yeah, everybody gonna fail.
But you totally made me feel so good about the things that I needed to work on that I was just like, okay, I want to be accountable and I want to be better at this.
Yeah.
So what I did was I was just like, I sent it to all my friends and all my friends were like, you was definitely you. That's definitely how you is. But this ain't the time for you to be like that.
Well, how did you feel watching it back?
Oh my God, it was so cringe.
Was it?
Yeah, but it was good though. It was juicy. It was like
It was.
I was like, if I can own that girl, I'm finna win. But I was like, cause it's like the real me. I ain't there yet to be like, all right, that's big Cloe. Like, you know, not the big C, not the little one, you know? So.
No, but I will say, and that speaks to your heart too, because the average person just want to come up in here, do whatever, and they don't even be like, and I'm not saying that I'm looking for you to be that way. It's about just learning, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's even like if you were an artist and you was singing and you heard your voice for the first time, or you saw yourself perform, you would want to do something different. So I just look at it like, okay, bitch learned her lesson. All right, cool, we good.
Yeah, definitely learned my lesson. But also at the same time, I found beauty in it.
Yeah.
Instead of like tearing myself down, I was like, I found a lot of positive in it too. Because it's like, it really, if you watch videos of me as a kid, I've been popping my shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna
mad at
give
it.
you these videos. You can see
Yeah, send me the videos to my phone.
I really be like going crazy I be going crazy.
It's all good though. You just gotta learn to like temper the situation, because it's four of us. You know what I mean? So we gotta learn when to be quiet, when to let each other talk, when to like let the person talk.
It wasn't the Cloe show.
No, but I mean, I think more importantly, we're doing more and we're just learning how to work with each other. And that's what it's really all about.
Yeah.
Especially since, oh girl.
So I know where I overheard that Tiana may feel a sort of way about the expo, but regardless whether she's here or not, we're still supporting her. We're gonna push her dispatch courses and all proceeds will go to her. It's just that we're not there yet. So I know she may want the process to go a little faster, but it takes time. We have a big event to build. We have marketing.
Let me take a big sip. Okay.
I'm gonna keep mine because I don't know.
Keep yours, right. So here's the overall skinny. Some of this you might not know, some you may know, I don't know. Of course, you and Tiana are close, right? Y'all are closer. I would say y'all probably speak more than we do, right?
Yeah.
She's just been a part of this for longer than you have. Nobody's fault, okay. So, of course, by now, we thought that the expo would have already, taken off, and we would have all made a certain amount of money by now. Of course, with her situation, that hasn't happened. Me and my position is I've been funding all of this for the last couple years. We've been working on it.
Like invested in
Girl, I'm over 6 figures. Like, mind you, we've been planning this expo for like 2.5 years from start to where we are now. So I think she feels like I owe her. And I'm not really understanding that because I don't owe nobody nothing. If anything, I done put out all this money and I haven't made it back. Now I'm gonna make my money back. You know what I mean? We're gonna get that mookie. We're gonna get that cheddar. But, you know, she kind of has an attitude with me, like called me last week and tried to check me and was like, you know, and let me tell you this and let me tell you that. This is a collect call, baby. You're not about to get off on me. But I mean, it just also speaks to like where her mindset is. And I told her a long time ago, when I pulled up on her at the yard in Cali, I said, if you get in a jam, let me know, I'll help you. So we talked and I said, listen, I know your trucks are down. This is what you're going through. This is what I can help you do. You got that dispatch course. While I'm selling tickets to the expo, I can also be selling your dispatch course. So basically, when it comes to the trucking expo, even though Tiana is in jail, all the girls have agreed to post on social media to get the energy going and flowing and to get people, you know, excited. While Tiana has been locked up, her sisters have agreed to post, and I'm sending all the girls content. But I've been noticing that Tiana hasn't been posting. So me knowing Tiana and knowing that she's down, I know how Tiana can get in her feelings sometimes. And I just felt like something was off. So I sent a message to have her call me, and of course she did, and of course I was right. Lo and behold, we get on the phone, and this bitch trying to check me from jail, and that's not gonna happen. So I kindly cut over her ass and let her know that Tiana feels like she's down, and if she wasn't down, she would be making money from the expo thus far. Well, guess what? I didn't know you was going to jail, and you didn't go to jail from my doing, so that's not my fault. So at this point, you know, I've sent her money a couple times. Michelle has sent her money a couple times, but she feel like we owe her more than that, me in particular, and ain't nobody gonna extort me. So now we got a problem. So the conversation didn't go too well. I ended up digging in her ass, and you know, I was talking, she was talking, and nothing really got accomplished. The phone hung up and she didn't call back. So as it is for me right now, I guess she's out.
So, you know, in life, people have feelings, and sometimes they don't have to make sense. But being a friend, you understand that people, and well, anybody in general, is obligated to their own feelings. So being new to the show and from the outside looking in, it may look like I'm replacing somebody, but at the end of the day, there was always a scout for another person regardless. But I know Casey, I know Shanti, I'm building relationships with other people. I already had these relationships prior to even knowing Tiana. But from the outside looking in, it may seem like I'm replacing someone. But like I said, she's not replaceable. So, you know, due to unfortunate circumstances, she's just not here right now. And I'm sure that anybody in their right mind would feel a way that, you know, they're not able to enjoy the endeavors that are happening, being on podcasts, traveling, having a great time. So I just look at it like when you're in a place where you don't want to be, sometimes it's hard to see things through the right lens. So look, let's just be accountable here. Let's solve the problem. Like,
No, I can't solve the problem
Why?
now because now it's a bigger problem.
the problem is, listen,
Have you talked to her since me and her talked?
no,
So you don't know that we got into it?
no.
Okay, well, bitch, we done got into it, so it's some details you don't know.
Okay.
Let me take a sip.
Sip the tea. But all I'm saying is, Casey, is that at the end of the day, this shit is fucked up.
I know, but what you want me to do?
Wash your hands with it if that's how you feel.
My hands are already
Because
washed.
you, like you always tell me, Chloe, everything, we've been saying, I've been quoting you every time we talk, everything's gonna work out.
It is.
But you tell me that. You give me the strength to feel that way. But you have to remove, if it's harboring over you, then let it go. Because at the end of the day, I would tell anybody that if you're feeling heavy about something, that means you're not supposed to carry that anymore. So if you're feeling done with it, be done with it. All I'm saying though, is at the end of the day, if writing a letter and being part of that is something that she's expecting, it's not that deep. Just write the damn letter. If you don't want to send the money, don't send the money. It's okay. I send money when I can. I'm a single mother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got 2 kids. You feel me? It takes a lot out of me to even do that. And I write the letters. I message her every day. I do the phone calls. But sometimes, Casey, that might not never be enough for nobody.
I was just gonna say no, because that ain't gonna be enough. Like,
At the end
I'm
of the
gonna be
day-
honest, even in dealing with her in the past when we have to get together and do photo shoots and stuff, she like could be very demanding. And I don't, you probably don't know that, but it's just like all the other girls are like, cool, fine, I'm gonna pull up what I need to do to She always like, I need this and I need that. So for me, it's like, you're kind of emotionally trying to extort me a little bit because I've done a lot for Tiana. Like, she on this platform, you know what I'm saying? She got her own platform too, but you don't got $200,000 behind you in promotion on the platform. You don't got all this content I'm giving you. Like, you don't have that. So it's like, it's one way, it's one thing to ask for help, but it's another thing to try
It's how she's doing. You're feeling away about it.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really feel no way because if this is how you want to act, I don't got to deal with it. Like, it's not that deep for me, but I just don't like the fact that you're trying to make me feel like I owe you something because that's not our deal. Our deal was when the expo came, we would break bread and I have money out. So it's like you totally just discount all that I've done to just act like I owe you something. That's not okay with me.
Right.
And quiet as it's kept, girl, because hold up.
Okay.
A little birdie told me that low-key she feel a way about you too. So it could just be, Chloe, that where she is, she's upset, and I get that. But I'm not in the mind frame. Like, as the business person I am, I have to get this shit over the line, and I got to get it done, and I got to make my money back. Hold on. So it's a no for me. Like, I don't even appreciate the fact that really she's trying to make you feel some kind of way because I knew you, I've known you, Shanti knew you, Shanti's known you, she knows you. I hand selected and picked you because I wanted you because of a million different reasons. I kind of got a problem. It's like you lashing out like, damn, y'all talk every day and you are holding her down, you know, in a certain regard. Don't try to lash out on people that are close to you because your feelings are. So I gotta deal with your bullshit because you locked up?
No, you don't have to deal with anything. Nobody has to deal with anything. The point is that everybody's obligated to feel how they feel, okay? But you, Casey, are absolutely right. The point of overhead that you're dealing with, how you're putting everybody in position to be better, it doesn't matter. Everybody has a position, but the goal, the reality is that the position that you're putting people in is a position that we are not putting ourselves in. Come on, Jason Lee, these other podcasts that we're doing, that shit is not something we will be doing for ourselves. At the end of the day, maybe she just misses that she's not here to do it.
Okay, but let me ask you this. How long am I supposed to deal with this bad behavior?
I didn't say you have to deal with nothing. I'm not here to tell you that. I'm here to tell you that at the end of the day, I was just talking to your sister about this the other day when we had our little private time, and I was talking about IQ and EQ. That you could be a smart motherfucker, but your emotional intelligence can be off. But what happens when you are in a place that she's at? Your emotional intelligence is off. What we have to do is we kind of got to maybe use our heart a little bit, understand that she's fucking hurting. She wants to be a part of this. If she was here, she would not be reacting like this.
Yeah, but you don't get...
But that doesn't make it okay. You know how I feel. I am unavailable for things that don't make sense.
Right.
And her and I have taken, you know, things do feel a little different right now. But again, she's my friend.
Yeah.
So when you're somebody's friend, I can't imagine anybody who's been friends with people and it's always been good. You know, it's about understanding the place that somebody's at and being patient with them.
I bet you a lot better than me, because I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Well,
like,
I chose to be like this because I have been so negative in the past, and I'm just like,
so she's benefiting.
She means a lot to me.
Well, I get that, but I also hear you saying, like, I've been not the best to others, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna do this a different way. I'm gonna be honest.
Right, and I respect.
Right now,
grace.
she's a no for me.
Okay, and I respect that.
Yeah, it's a no for me.
But
Like,
right now, she's a yes for me because that's just where I stand, and I love that we can, you know, understand that. You cheers to that.
no, bitch, I'm not toasting to that shit. No, ain't no cheers to that.
Well, I mean, I'm your friend, and whatever you're feeling is fine, but how people feel have nothing to do with me.
I mean, no, ultimately, we got a fucking show to put on. And so, people are excited about it. We moving and grooving. We just did what was in LA last week, Atlanta this week. Like, I mean, it's moving and grooving. I don't really got time. Like, it ain't no more than that for me. Good. Well, she gonna need somebody. So I'm glad. But it's just, out with the old and in for the new for me. Sorry.
And that's fine.
Cheers to that. Cloe feels like, you know, she has more compassion for the Tiana situation. I have more compassion for her also, but we gotta keep this thing a band. I got over 6 figures locked into this expo. So come rain, hell, or hot water, I gotta make it work. You know, Cloe, she's just in a different position. So like, you know, she don't have all this money invested in, and she's coming in on the end. So like, I got all the pressure to make it work. And we've already been selling tickets. People expect 4 girls to show up. Saying all that to say, you know, Cloe thinks that I should be a little bit more tolerant with Tiana, but I just can't do it because, you know, I don't like the attitude and I don't like the energy, and ain't nobody gonna bully a bully. So I don't know, it might be out with the old and in with the new.
What's next for us is the expo, and once you see the place that we got and all the vendors, and it's gonna be crazy, and it's about to be turned up. Can't wait to see you guys there.
Next time on First Ladies Afraid.
I wanted to bring y'all out here because I wanted to just do something to commemorate this moment. I've literally done some of the world's largest transportation projects. By trade, I'm a federal contractor, and that just means that I specifically sell my trucking goods and services to the government. Here's your opportunity to lease on with us. We're offering you a very low percentage, it's 15%, and each month we're gonna educate you on government contracts, direct freight, and a list of other classes. Click the link below to get started, and welcome to the Compass Circle.